Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. So the first question was, how did you learn the Arabic language? So initially, I learnt, I think as a child, going to madrasa, I learnt, how to join letters, recognize the letters, and join them for Quran. And when I actually wanted to learn the Arabic language, at the age of, I think, 16, back in 2002, I used to go to a brother who was a graduate from the Imam University in Riyadh. A good, nice brother, a Libyan brother. And he was teaching me privately. And I'd go to him in Regent's Park Masjid every week and learn 2 lessons of Medina Book 1 every week. And that was very beneficial. I got to speak a little bit of Arabic with him and practice what I was learning, as he was an Arab and an Arabic language teacher. And that gave me confidence. And I just remember one of the things that he mentioned to me at that time. He said, whatever you do in life, now that you're learning this from me, please teach this to others. And he never requested any money or anything. In fact, he used to take out his time in his breaks to teach me. Jazakallah khair. And then I went on to learn and continue this kind of learning process. I was learning the Medina series with a brother, another graduate from Medina University. He'd come back in the summer. Jazakallah khair, and he was teaching us. I had to start again from book 1 because there was a whole class. But I didn't mind that, because sometimes you have to humble yourself, and for the greater good, just go along with it. So we finished book 1 in English, he was teaching us, and then in book 2 he taught us in Arabic, which was really good because we got to taste the kind of experience of learning Arabic in the Arabic language. And I used to spend a lot of time speaking with Arabs. Like wherever I find an Arab, I'd speak to them. It just builds your confidence. You make mistakes, but that's part of learning a language. I think a lot of us, we may be quite weak in even speaking our own home language, but we still speak it. So build that confidence. Then I went over to Dammaj, I think in 2005, and continued learn Ajrumiya. And I learned, I think I learned in Qatar, another book after Qatar al-Nada, another book after Ajrumiya in Saudi. And one of the things that helped me learning the Arabic language was that I used to sleep in the masjid in Dammaj, and at night I would debate with Yemenis on issues, nothing to do with deen, just common issues and stuff. And purposely, whatever they'd be saying, I'd be debating in opposition to them, knowing that I'd have to find words, find ways to convince them. And that, I don't advise that as an approach to learn Arabic, to make things harder for yourself. I completely advise the opposite of that, to make things as easy as possible for yourself when learning the Arabic language. And I just want to mention a few points with regarding learning the Arabic language, especially in the West. I'm assuming that most of the people that are going to be listening to this are from the West. So everything that you learn in this religion requires sincerity. So you need to be sincere for Allah's sake that you're learning this. That's the first thing. Secondly, I would say, know why you're learning it. What do you want to gain from this? When you step into this kind of arena of learning the Arabic language, what do you want to gain? What's the ultimate gain and what's the short-term gains? ideally, it should be to understand what you're reading in your prayer, your adhkar, on a regular basis, the supplications that you make, the main aspects of your religion, the 5 pillars, the 6 pillars of 5 pillars of Islam, 6 pillars of Iman, Tawheed, these affairs, that which is obligatory upon you, to understand them to the best of your ability. So if that is the case, then learn that which is required to understand that in Arabic. So likewise, I would say be disciplined. Whatever you do, be disciplined in what you're going to be doing. Even if it be a lesson a week, make sure you're on time, you're there, you've prepared, you've got everything ready, you've got your pen, your paper, back to basics. Like you were in school, that's it. You're back in school again. Proper planning. Know exactly what you're going to be doing. Don't go from one book to the other. Today I'm studying Medina book, tomorrow I'm studying Arabiya Bayna Yadayk. No, stick to one thing and master it. Don't go left, right and center and move up. If you finished one complete series, go to the next one, no problem. But don't go, oh, I'm going to read into this, I'm going to see if I like this, or I want to see if I like that. No, stick to one thing. And what helps with doing that is having a proper teacher that can direct you and guide you. That teacher will tell you and advise you, no, stick to this. And you just stick to them. Stick to what they say. Likewise, be realistic. Be realistic with yourself. Not everyone is able to go to such a level of learning the Arabic language. Maybe you only require the basics. Maybe you only need a specific amount to understand lessons that are taught with regards to fiqh or tawheed or aqidah, and you get into it. Maybe it might just be book 1, 2 and 3 in Medina, and that's sufficient for you. You may not be able to study further than that, but be realistic with your goals and what you want to achieve. The next question, and I want to shorten this down because I don't want to prolong this. What do you believe is the most efficient method in learning the Arabic language? Personally, in my opinion, wallahu a'lam, is to take the academic method, and I think the closest to the academic method is the Medina series. We in the West have been studying as kids in an academic kind of sense. Everything's structured, laid out, tables, graphs, and so forth. Sometimes when we find the Arabic books, Ajurumi and these kind of books, they are structured in a certain way. And you find even in amongst the Arab kids, in their educational systems, they have everything structured, laid out. Exactly like that, I would say Medina series is the closest to that. And the people that actually teach that have taught thousands and thousands, it may not even be far stretched if you say hundreds of thousands of people have learned that system. So I'd say that. I'd say, like I said before, stick to one teacher, build a rapport and relationship with that teacher. They'll know your weaknesses. They'll check up on you when you have shortcomings. They'll know where you need to improve. And lastly, I'd say to a way that will help you, or that is the most efficient method in learning the Arabic language, is having good classmates. Go into a class where there's a lot of people, or there's a decent amount of friends and class friends with you, because they will help you, they will encourage you, you'll encourage one another, you'll compete with one another, you'll have fun. That's the most important thing, is that you have fun and enjoy yourselves. Don't take this as some kind of burden upon yourself. Learn it and enjoy it. I've still got 2 more questions left, and I've got very little time left. What do you believe is the most okay, I've completed that. What are some struggles you faced? To be honest, the biggest struggle I faced was being able to retain all of the information, being able to retain all of the rules and stuff that I learned. But that can be overcome, and that's overcome by the answer in the next question, which is best way to revise and maintain the Arabic language. And I think the best way to maintain it and revise it is to revise before and after every lesson, and then regularly at certain points of learning the Arabic language. And the best method of retaining this information is to teach it, pass it on to others. And that's the way I have, alhamdulillah, retained whatever I've learned so far with regards to the Arabic language. And also, lastly, another way that I retained it was by going over constantly those things that I would get wrong. So I'd write them down on a diary, the things that I'd be getting wrong, the answers I'd get wrong in a class, and I'd work on those, because the things that I'm already getting right, I don't need to spend time and waste time on that. I would spend more time on the things that I'd be getting wrong. And like I said before, just be motivated, encourage yourselves, enjoy it, and don't think of it as something so hard and difficult. It's Allah makes it easy for you. You'll enjoy it and you'll understand your deen. Once you start understanding your deen in Arabic, there's nothing like it. فجزاكم الله خير والحمد لله رب العالمين.